The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
This is Optimal Health Daily. How does protein improve your fitness? By David Cameron Smith of lesmills.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, or OHD, where I act as your narrator of popular health and fitness blogs, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. And with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. How does protein improve your fitness? By David Cameron Smith of lesmills.com. Not all proteins are alike. Some are definitely better than others in helping with exercise recovery and metabolism. Of the 3 major sources of energy, fat, carbohydrates, and proteins, the importance of proteins to human health has remained the most elusive. Proteins are absolutely essential for human life, supplying the 20 amino acids that are present in varying levels in all cells. Here are some of the things you should know about how proteins work and how to incorporate them in your diet. What are amino acids? Amino acids are divided into 2 major groups, the essentials and the non-essentials. This is a misleading classification, as all amino acids are absolutely essential. Non-essential simply refers to the ones that can be made to a varying extent from the basic building blocks of other amino acids. What do amino acids do? Most people eat plenty of amino acids to supply the daily needs of their cells. Within each body cell, these acids are mainly used to make proteins. Each protein is made up of varying numbers of amino acids, from as few as 10 to the super large structural proteins made up of 100,000 or more acids. Proteins are constantly being broken down and remade, with very little loss of amino acids in the process. It's because of this very efficient recycling that the absolute requirement of amino acids each day is rather small. So, how much protein do I need? For the past 2 decades, there has been a major rethink of the roles and functions of protein for human health. Caught up in the endless debate about the best ways to lose weight and build muscle mass, the low-carbohydrate, high-protein diet generated very strong opinions. As with all trends, the truth is likely to lie somewhere in the middle of the extremes, supported by nutritional experts and celebrities alike. Central to the question of how much protein is needed for optimal health has been increased analysis of exactly what amino acids can do. The latest nutritional science has highlighted just how important some amino acids are for optimal health, including leucine and lifting. Leucine is known as a branched-chain amino acid, just one of 4 that share a uniquely branched chemical structure. Found in high levels in dairy protein, as well as soybean, some meats, seeds, and nuts, leucine is the key ingredient in bodybuilding protein blends. After exercise, leucine has the ability to increase the activity of the protein-making machinery in muscles. So, how much leucine is enough? Leucine has now been shown scientifically to boost muscle repair and, over time, increase the amount of muscle gained. But leucine's impact is still small compared to the actions of exercise alone. Despite the hype, it's the exercise and a 24/7 healthy diet that matters most. The leucine boost works when protein-rich food is consumed sometime within the first 2 hours of recovering after a workout. But the amount of total protein and leucine is unlikely to be boosted by ever-increasing amounts of protein powder. Careful measurement suggests that a total dose of 25 grams of leucine-rich protein, well less than what's recommended on most bodybuilding formulations, is more than enough. Glutamine and the gut. Glutamine is a non-essential amino acid and one of the most abundant in the body. Found abundantly in meats and eggs, glutamine has a surprisingly important role in the digestive tract, including the colon. For reasons that are not yet clear, dietary glutamine can maintain the health and integrity of the many millions of cells that line the digestive tract. Tryptophan and the brain. Tryptophan is abundant in many high-protein foods, including nuts, seeds, cheese, red meat, fish, oats, and eggs. It's the only ingredient used to synthesize the mood-regulating hormone serotonin. Transport of tryptophan into the brain enables the many neurons of the serotonergic system to make serotonin, which influences mood and mental health. So where's the science on protein and diet now? Protein-rich foods are an essential part of an optimal diet, but the jury is still out on whether a high-protein diet, particularly one that limits carbohydrates and comes with more fats, is healthy. The scientific evidence to date shows a potential for greater maintenance of weight loss with slightly more dietary protein. There is certainly no evidence of greater energy, increased physical performance, huge gains in muscle mass, and improved mood. In reality, the human body needs a diverse array of foods, including those with protein. You just listened to the post titled, "How Does Protein Improve Your Fitness?" by David Cameron Smith of lesmills.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. A meta-analysis I found would agree with today's author's, David's, conclusions. The authors of this meta-analysis found that increasing protein intake may be most helpful for those that are over the age of 50 and are actually participating in some resistance training. And this may be because as we get older, we tend to eat less protein in general. So, how much protein are we talking about? Basically, what the American College of Sports Medicine recommends. For those that participate in regular resistance training, about 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. So, for a 150-pound person, regardless of gender, that would be about 81 grams of protein per day. Considering just half a cup of chicken has about 32 grams of protein, you can see that getting to those 81 grams of protein per day isn't difficult for most. So just as David said, it may not be necessary to hyperfocus on protein when it comes to building muscle, but instead, think about getting a variety of nutritious foods and consistent resistance training. All right, that'll do it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow for more OHD and where your optimal life awaits.